Hello, it is October 3rd, 2023, and I just wanted to say hi and let you know kind of what's going on. This weekend, as I talked about, I'm going to be doing a visit of a place that I would like to rent, and I'm very excited about it. And so I have a meeting at 4:30, and I found out that my check-in time that I can get there as early as I want, I can get there at 4. Uh, I'm gonna be staying in the apartment building that I'm also looking at because they have an Airbnb situation. I know I mentioned that, but I'm just reiterating. And I called and I asked, "Is it okay if I come at 4 so that I can put my stuff in the hotel room and then go have my meeting?" And the guy said, "Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So I'll get there at 4, put my stuff away, and then go have my meeting." And I said, "By any chance, do you know what room I'll be in?" And I thought, in hotels they wouldn't know, but maybe they would know for an um, Airbnb. And he said, "Yeah, actually, you're going to be in room 2." Well, I'm going to be going to look at apartment number 3. So, I'm literally going to be either next door or across the hall from building or the room that I'm gonna be potentially living in. So, when I stay over, I'm going to be staying exactly in the same place, have the exact same neighbors, so the exact same environment. It's, like, really a test run for, like, if I was going to live there. And I was just so excited. That just made me feel so happy because part of me was worried because I do have trouble walking around with this hip injury. And so I'm like, am I gonna have to walk across this big building? Is it gonna be all this? And nope, it's literally gonna be I can go have my meeting and then I can invite the community manager, "Come sit in my apartment," my, 3-day apartment, and we could talk about terms and things like that, and we don't have to be standing there awkwardly in somebody's apartment with the tenants probably wanting to get back in. Um, I'm so excited, and I'm trying to think of all the things that I'll need to, like, plan for, and, I was worried about, like, trash for one thing, like, if I have to carry, like, a trash bag, I I was a little concerned that, my first apartment I had when I lived in Pennsylvania, I lived on the 2nd floor, I had to carry it all the way downstairs across the parking lot into and throw it into a dumpster, and I was just like, "Okay, at this point in my life, I'm not able to do that." So, what do I do so that I'm not spending a fortune on, like, a trash valet, you know what I mean? Um, and it turns out that they have a trash chute on the floor that I would be on, so I could go and just put the trash in there, and I don't have to worry about, you know, falling in a parking lot or something, and, once my hip is fixed, like, I'm not as worried about things like that, but right now I am, and so to have that not be an issue, I'm really, really, really excited about that. Um, Gosh, I'm trying to think what else. I was looking at couches. I've always wanted to get a sectional that has, like, the couch and then, like, the longer thing that you can kinda, like, cozy up on. Um, and I was just kind of getting an idea, but I there was a sale that you could get one for, like, $900, which is a lot of money. It would take me a long time to save for it, but, like, I don't have any furniture. I have this chair, another chair, I have this kitchen table, and a couple of, like, plastic bins not bins, dressers, and my bed. That's all I have. So it's like, I probably will have to get things. And I think Craigslist might be a way to do that. But, I was also thinking of, to have something delivered because I can't go pick things up. It's like, it's a whole thing. There's a lot to happen when you can't go do stuff and you're kind of doing it on your own. So, um, it's kind of fun to look at stuff and kind of dream about like, you know, um, like they have the ceiling, it's a loft, so it has like pipes that run along the ceiling that I could put like lights like this over, and then I could have I could have like this little fairy palace. Like it's like that's the kind of thing I'm thinking of. Um, but also on the flip side, like let's say I go to this thing and this weekend is wonderful and but I for whatever reason decide that this isn't the right fit for me or I don't get accepted or whatever might happen. It's not the only apartment in the world. I do want it, but it's not the only apartment in the world. Um, if I don't, I have an Airbnb that I've been talking to where I would be able to go and stay for a few months, and not have to pay all the utilities and things like that. And I told him, I said, I'm looking at an apartment right now, but if I don't get it, I would still love to work with you. And he said, "Oh yeah, I have trouble filling over the winter in Wisconsin because people apparently don't like to come to Wisconsin in the winter. Um, so I probably get you a better price. So if you decided to do that, you could definitely do that." And so I have an alternative. And then there's other alternatives, and it's nice. It's like the world is starting to kind of open up a little bit because it's before it just felt like everything was so close to me and I didn't have any options. And even buying clothes online, like I still have trouble, like ugh, I still have trouble buying clothes. Like this is supposed to not be as off the shoulder shirt, but because I'm one, I like my shoulders and I like, I can have something that I'm kind of proud of, but it's like because my body goes I have trouble with things that go over my hips or stomach because of the belly stuff going on. So I being able to go online and buy clothes was just never a thing. I just would go and I would buy a men's king size, biggest possible one I could get, and I would just get that. And I was just walking around in tarps all the time. And now I'm starting to be able to buy like cute little, like little things like this. They have little jackets on them. You can't see, but there's like a little jacket with this. And it's nice. I like it. And like I have over there, I have a band t-shirt, like a shirt. There's a band that I like, and it's still a little bit too small, but I was able to like buy it and like think I'll be able to wear it someday. Like a human person, like little things like that. And being able to look at Airbnbs and go, okay, like I probably can go and stay there and be healthy and happy and safe. And when I get my replaced, I'm still gonna have all this skin and stuff, and it's gonna suck, but I'll be able to physically do so much more. And like I look so forward to like with my DDPY workouts, not having to always be watching over the hip, being able to just like start working on even more flexibility, even more strength, even more like I'm happy for the ones I have right now, but I'm very limited because of the injury. And so thinking of like, oh, I'm gonna be one of those cool people who can like do the balancy things, and it's gonna take a little bit. And when I get all my skin removed, it's gonna be a whole different center of gravity. But just kind of thinking like the baby steps in which I'm building towards normalcy is so just exciting to me. And like I just I super don't take it for granted, like being able to go and look at there's this company that I like buying shirts from and like knowing that even if I don't like it, anything on that site, I'm going to be able to get a copy of and wear, even if, it's just it to have had so many things closed for so long, to have it start opening back up and like remembering like what it's like to like be part of the world again. It's so exciting and I'm so happy, and I'm like starting to realize my potential a little bit. So yeah, I don't know where this was all going, but I just wanted to kind of tell you where I'm at, what's going on, and you know, fingers crossed that this weekend goes well and that I end up getting the apartment and it's a good rate for rent and everything is fine, and then I can be stressed about moving, and that'll be the next thing I'm stressed about. But if it doesn't, the fact that I'm setting up so many possibilities for alternatives, that gives me some peace in knowing that I have options and that things are okay and that you know it's only going to get better from here. And I'm excited to see, a year from now where I'll be, what I'll be, who I'll be. Hopefully the same, just smaller and more mobile, you know what I mean? And maybe some of the rough edges kind of sanded off a little bit, but I'm excited. So yeah, I love you. Thank you for listening to my TED talk. But yeah, well, I'll keep you posted. And if I stream this weekend, it'll be from the apartment. So you might, if you want, you'll be able to come visit me. I don't know if I'll be able to. I might not be able to get it set up. So that might be a no-go. But um, if I do, I'll tell you, and then I'll show you the apartment. And you'll be able to see. That might be a thing. And if not, I'll take lots of pictures and I'll take lots of video and I will post something for after. So again, I love you. Thank you for being here, and I will talk to you soon.